ever travel through time. We do it every day.
Asgardia is a country with a population of more than 1 million people from more than 200 countries on Earth. Asgardia gives everyone equal opportunities, no matter what their earthly status is.
It is possible to create and live in the future right now. Are you ready? Forward progress is the solution to the entire human race. Our mission is to bridge new horizons. In Asgardia, there is no limit to the universal development in the fields of technology, finance, and arts. Asgardia is a new space and digital economy which creates opportunities for the global economy. We deliver innovations. Do you want to get on board with us? We are developing various kinds of digital businesses, attracting them to the Asgardia platform that can be backed by the means of our umbrella, i.e. franchising of the Asgardia brand. We can not only attract investments into space programs from prominent institutional investors, but also affordable amounts from the citizens of Asgardia. We comprise of more than 1 million people.
Asgardia is a chance to realize one's dream. This is a dream-driven space nation. Asgardia is a chance to belong to a community of free-thinking enthusiasts, goal-driven dreamers, and fearless innovators, theorists, and scientists.
We are the first space nation. One humanity, one unity.
Asgardia.
We are creating
The future.
Area. Yeah, that's a pretty good sized area.
Yeah. And it looks like the same that happens in Hawaii, almost the same. I think somebody make a big mistake around there.
Yeah, they didn't manage their forest very well to keep them clean.
Man, but there's gonna be a lot of dead people, animals, seniors, people that cannot walk, blind people. They're gonna find more people there dead.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they definitely will.
I think they didn't ask for reforms from other states fast, so they could take out that fire at least once more faster than ever. They thought they could do it by their own self. No, no, that's not the deal.
I say let it burn.
No, this would almost certainly kill it responsibly by drastically reducing the
Very bad, very bad. And there's a movie about it a long time ago, so that was being said.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Mm-hmm.
That was a while back.
Those are the places that they want to build the Telosa City. Go back to and find out. You will see. Well, another day, another party, another year. When we gonna meet ourselves this year on July? Ah, I've been working hard at night, so I'll
No
be
idea.
I will be update soon, Ricky.
Okay.
Don't worry, I will be. I'm trying to get down with papers. Ferda, how you been over there?
Not bad. Life is going on. And your?
Over here is nice. I live near Canada, so don't worry. If something happens, I'm gonna jump to Canada.
I
I just
see.
I just got a one step to go to Canada.
Interesting. Okay, what will happen? What's going on there?
Okay, that's even that Maine is to pass to Maine. There's a lot of bridges, so they're gonna blow up the bridges. So we're still safe. So you could come down here.
Okay, thank you for offer. Also, Istanbul, if you like to come, my door is open for you all.
We're gonna be one day there. Be sure.
I hope so. I'm looking forward.
Yes.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for your patience. I'm Len Topic, Chair of Parliament of Asgardia, the world's first space nation. Happy New Year to everybody. This is
Happy
our
New Year, Lemby.
Thank you very much indeed. And right back to all of you and viewers all over the world. New Year, though China, of course, celebrates New Year in a few weeks' time. We look forward to 2025, or in our Asgardian calendar, of course, a smaller number. But we are celebrating 8 years of success already. And it's so good to see everybody here. As always, just to remind you, this is not a formal session. It's not one which requires votes or decision making. It's a working session. And it's the first of the year. We have a very special guest today. We've got Cheryl Gallagher, Minister for Culture, who's sending us to the moon. We'll talk with her in just a moment. First of all, I have 5 items, all very short. The first item is to say that I will organise the Asgardia Legislative Forum quite soon. That's a debate where we hold discussions on things which usually are going to come up at the next digital sitting. I expect that digital sitting to be in February. So my goal is to make sure that we get the ALF in place. I'll confirm the date of that next week. I expect it will be in the first week of February. And I expect our next digital sitting to be in the 3rd or the 4th week of February. That's where I think we're going to have it. So that's an agenda point, which is exciting and very important. Secondly, John Fine has been active with the new working group to help to streamline how we do business in terms of legislation. And I'm very pleased that John has already made great progress with various bits of legislation. That matters because I think that we could improve the performance of our legislative process, and I think John's in a very good position to do it. He's the most qualified person because he's been studying this in law, in university. So he understands how lawmaking works, and he's got a qualification as well. So if you are involved in legislation, you can expect communication with him as well. Third of 5 things, LifeShip will be launching very soon, 15th of January. I will leave Cheryl to talk about that after Peter has reported about his meeting as well. That's very, very exciting. We are going to the moon. I have just been speaking with my daughter, Angelina, about that. And she's excited that literally a physical part of her will be on the moon sometime this year. There's another launch before then. All of that to come from Cheryl. 4th of 5 things. This year, I'm going to find out what the situation is in terms of any physical meeting, whether it's executive or whether it's going to be the whole parliament. As you know, I think it's very valuable when we meet in a parliamentary sense. So I'll keep you posted on that once I know. I have no data on that as yet. And the final thing for today is, from me, is I want to make sure that we have our legislative agenda well organized. And therefore, once we have established what's happening at the next digital sitting in February, I would like to also make sure that we have other things in the pipeline, in the process. We don't make legislation just to have legislation. We do it because we need it. And so therefore, if you have got ideas of things that we need as a nation, then please let me know, and I'll be very happy to work with you to deliver progress on that. Those are my 5 things. There's something very exciting from Sarah. She will share either this week or whenever she's ready. I don't want to go into that. That's her work, not mine. Let me go to Peter Morn next, if he's here. Well, he isn't, so he won't go to him. In which case, what I like to suggest next is we go to our wonderful Minister for Culture, Cheryl Gallagher. Looks very happy, and by coincidence has exactly the same background as me, but with a better logo, which you will probably tell us about now. Cheryl, Happy New Year if you still celebrate that in America. How are you doing?
Yes.
Over to you.
Happy New Year to everyone. Yeah, happy to be here, and I'm here to make the happy announcement that with less than 1 week notice, we've been told that we are scheduled for launch, go for launch next Wednesday, January 15th. It's at the launch window itself is 1:11 a.m. to I think it's 1:45 in the morning Eastern. Eastern Standard Time. And so I have Rebecca is posting a link to the whole story where you can get more details about the mission and exactly where it's going to be and what have you. Right now, we're very busy organizing a terrific launch party show, which will include, which will be longer than obviously the launch window, and will include remarks and video clips and things about Asgardia. We're really trying to promote this event, and so please do share our launch information to people who might be interested. What you see in the corner, the beautiful logo, is actually our official first launch. We're calling it first launch because, who knows, there may be many more. So this is the first one for now. This is a adaptation of our patch design project that we had earlier this year. It's available now on Starshop. You go up to the search window, type in first launch, and the first launch merchandise will come up if you're interested in having an actual mission patch for this, because this is a remarkable moment in history. Our digital, it's a digital presence, but nevertheless, it's a concrete and permanent presence on the lunar surface for our Asgardia state assets. So that's a moment in our history, and I'm happy to celebrate that with all of you. That is my announcement for today. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, I do want to say one thing. If you want to do a little congratulations, a short congratulations video, what we're planning to do is during, for example, we'll be streaming NASA's feed. When NASA goes off to do their things, we can go off to do ours. And if you'd like to record a congratulations message for Asgardia, please feel free to do that. If you're too shy for that, feel free to write a short and submit a short congratulatory message to administration, to Linda. And with the news stories that come out, we'll try to include people's warm wishes. So there is all that. Does anybody have any questions or anything for me? I hope to see you all there attending. I know that it's like stupid early for America. I'm going to go attend in person. And so, I'll be standing in the dark somewhere, but I will be the on-the-spot reporter, on-site reporter, reporting on all the doings there while the launch is going. So there will be a representative present for Asgardia at this historic time. So anyway, anybody have anything to say?
Anyone want to ask a question of Cheryl? This is great news. It's happening. The greatest talking is that which gets things done, and Cheryl gets things done. Anyone want to raise any questions or comments here? Clive, do you think this is something we can get into the magazine?
That's excuse me.
Oh, so Ada, go ahead. No, I said Clive. You answered, yeah.
Yeah, for that's congratulations is for us to explain something about our Asgardia.
Yeah, or just generally, just, congratulations for this historic moment for Asgardia and how happy you are about it happening.
I'm gonna make mine.
Just
Yeah.
something really short and simple.
Yes, thank you. I will make mine.
Of course.
Any other questions for Cheryl? I got a question that's come in. What is on this? This is a very basic question, but it's worth repeating. What is on this launch for Asgardia?
So this is the one. This has whatever Asgardians contributed to LifeShip that was cultural. So, for example, I've put a whole art portfolio of my art in which which is going on the LifeShip portion, but hosted by Copernic Space on the same mission in the same time capsule. We have our flag, our coat of arms, and a copy of our Constitution that will live in this time capsule in perpetuity on the lunar surface. That's what we're sending on this. So it's whatever Asgardians contributed culturally and our state assets. There's going to be a future flight. There's also things like animal and plant DNA cultural contributions from around the world, a digital library. There's a number of things that are part of this time capsule project. So, so that's our part of it. And then on a future flight, which is not yet completely contracted yet, Ben at LifeShip is working with the flight purveyors to do another time capsule for the next flight in which the human DNA that Asgardians have contributed will go to the lunar surface also. And I'm hoping that we can put another set of Asgardia assets onto that flight so that we get to all go together. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with Asgardia being in multiple locations on the moon.
There's nothing wrong with it at all. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Well, we're just there as witnesses, contributors. It's a real treat. It's a real pleasure to be able to at least even be able to participate in this way. I've learned an awful lot after we're all done, I can share all that I've learned about this process of participating in a launch. I've learned a lot about how the space industry works and the various things that happen in that process. So
That sounds great.
I'm happy to share that.
It's terrific news. I look forward to that. Let's go to Sarah next, and then Ferda.
Just a quick question. With all of the buzz that will be created with this first launch and the programs and the shows, will there be a second opportunity for Asgardians to submit like names or DNA okay.
Yes, for the second, obviously this time capsule is on that lander right now, but because we have that future flight, it's completely open. So anybody who's interested, go to lifeship.com. They have a variety of things, even free options for being able to participate in another mission. The other thing I can say about that buzz that we're creating is the launch party will be featuring various clips. That's what we're working on, featuring various clips about different initiatives in Asgardia and giving people information about Asgardia. That's what we'll be doing during our launch show on top of, watching the launch. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. Does that answer everything? Okay,
Ferda.
perfect.
We'll find out. No, Ferda's next.
Bir saniye. Hello. Thank you for giving the chance to thank the Cheryl and Culture Committee. I was watching the procedure a lot, and she has given a lot of time and effort for this project, and I'd like to thank her. That's all. Thank you very much.
That's
Thank you for
thoughtful,
that.
Cheryl.
Really appreciate it. That's super thoughtful. I've enjoyed working with everybody on this project, and hopefully this is just the first of many. We'll get used to this. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? And further, just to remind you, I'm still translating the paperwork that you gave me, and we're still in the process with that. So that hasn't been forgotten. That's still in the pipeline.
Thank you. Any other points for Cheryl? Last question to you, Cheryl. When do you think the next one will be launched with all the people on it?
The plan is for this sometime in this coming year, but of course this launch was supposed to happen last year. So I would say that is between now and 2026 is when you could reasonably expect that we'll be on board another launch.
And
I'll be right in there with Ben and Grant trying to make that happen for us.
if people want to come to your launch party, how do they do this?
We're getting that together now and putting together, press release and things with all the details. That's the big job of the media team right now. So they're getting that organized. Yes, Ada, we're working on getting that link together as we speak. I mean, that's the one thing. It's kind of we have 1 week's notice, and so fortunately, we were always planning because we're always ahead of the game here in the Zoom and the global situation. We were always planning an online launch party, but some other individuals, like for example, Grant Blaisdell, they were planning live launch parties, and with 1 week's notice, they're really scrambling to get something together in time for next Wednesday. But if there's any surprises that come up during that week, some opportunity to attend their party or what have you, you know that I'll be there to do that.
I'll attend remotely this time, but I'd like to come to the DNA launch.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
very keen on coming to that. Let's see how accurate their timing is on this one. That's a good indication for the
That
next.
is the other aspect of it. One other point I wanted to make out because this is the launch is just the beginning. If we are successfully launched, that this particular launch is now carrying 2 lunar landers. So there's one from Japan, and then there's the Blue Ghost lander, which is the one where all of our stuff is. There isn't anything on the Japanese lander. It's all on the Blue Ghost lander. So those landers are going to take about a month to get to the moon. So we'll have the launch. We'll have a month of talking about the launch, updates about the launch, and then there'll be a landing party on the other end. We'll get to watch it land. And hopefully that goes beautifully too. So that's the plan. It's not just the 15th. The 15th is the beginning of launch coverage for our assets headed to the moon.
Exciting times. Very exciting times. Any other questions, comments on this to Cheryl? Okay. Thank you. Well done, Cheryl. That's great. It's great. Looking forward to seeing you here in Europe as well, if that transpires.
Yeah, I've got a trip scheduled, so I'm working on that too. I always have a number of, pots cooking on the fire, so that is definitely one of them.
I got some flight advice for you as well, but I won't do this now because it's overtly
Well, thank you.
critical of
So,
some terrestrial matters.
If anybody does have questions that come up, feel free to reach out to me, obviously. And if you have suggestions or if you want to participate more, that obviously there'll be this launch. There'll be if this all goes well and we do that, we get all the bugs out. The second launch will be even a bigger deal. So that's what's anticipated. So there's still plenty of time to participate.
Thank you. That's just really exciting. Well done, Cheryl. And great news for the start of this year.
Yeah, it was terrific. It was a surprise. We knew that it might be January, but
well, it is. It's working.
It is. It is.
Actually happening, which is great.
After several false starts, we finally actually have it. So, hooray. Okay, well, thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you later.
Thank you, Cheryl. I'll call you offline just about travel arrangements and planning.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
That is Cheryl Gallagher, Minister for Culture. Very exciting. She turned an idea into action, just like I said earlier on. This is the year for that, to turn ideas into action. Rita, I don't think has turned up yet. So let me say the Deputy Chair's meeting was good. And for those who are not familiar with this, the Chairs of Committees meeting was good. That's a meeting of the 12 chairs of the committees, chaired by Peter, the Deputy Chair of Parliament. Once again, we talk about things, progress in the committees and so on. That meeting takes place 1 hour before this one. It was productive. I've covered the main points that I raised, and there were other discussions too. Not all of them about Asgardia business, I have to say. I feel that the committee structure is working quite well. We can still increase the output. That's my feeling, but I won't go into that now. The only other thing I'll raise is that I will get the agenda sorted out for the Asgardia Legislative Forums in the next digital sitting. I get all of that organized for next Thursday. I'll be able to share then. And I'm expecting the third week probably of February for the digital sitting, and end of January or the beginning of February for the ALF, Asgardia Legislative Forum. But I'll confirm that once I've checked that there are no overlaps, no clashes, no conflicts in the diary if I do that. That's everything I had. A couple of congratulations. Congratulations to everybody who attended the Year Day celebration. It was very pleasant. We have a Year Day celebration, the only organization on the planet that I know of that does this at such a high level, where we get together and we watch the new year coming in somewhere. And our host this time was Ricky Sickles. Very pleased that it went so well, because in Manila, he was where the new year was happening when we had the meeting. It was 12 o'clock there. So thank you, everybody who joined there. I'm really glad that we had that meeting. It's a nice little tradition. It's, once again, not of constitutional importance, but it is of social importance. And we show that people can celebrate from all around the world in one place, or at least in one state of mind, let's put it that way. And that's what we did. And the only other thing to say is, I've got to make a couple of calls. TJ, I'll call you. I won't be able to do it straight away now because I've got to do something else first. But we'll try again. We'll hook up today. If for any reason I miss you, then we can do it tomorrow. We'll have that conversation. And then also, I wanted to say, Sarah, very exciting what you're doing. That's really good. When you're ready, you can share, but you don't need to do it today. That's everything I had. Are there, and there's Sarah, and then Sarah. Go ahead, Sarah.
I'm happy to provide a sneak peek if we have just
Go on.
a minute.
Yep, let's do it now. You want to explain, for those who've never heard of this at all, explain what you're doing.
Okay. So in celebration of the year 0009, we have put together an Asgardian calendar that will be available both in print and in digital format for Asgardians, just to immortalize the year as it's happening. There's so many exciting things that are ongoing in Asgardia, first of which is the lunar launch, and we just wanted to celebrate that. So I would like to offer a soft launch sneak peek, if I may share my screen.
Go on. Yeah, do it. Yeah, share.
Okay.
Screen share.
With just a sneak peek of the, can you see it?
Yes, we
can. Okay, perfect. So this is the Asgardian calendar. Obviously it will change, and it will, it's a living document. So next year's will be different. Any input would be appreciated, but we're excited. So I'll just scroll quickly. For those who are not familiar with the Asgardian calendar, it's just, as opposed to the Gregorian calendar, it's just a calendar that really makes sense. You know, every month has 28 days. Every day starts on the same day, on a Sunday, and it just I mean, it flows. We do at the end, we do have an extra day, which we celebrated this year, but it makes so much more sense to me. And I was trying to find a way to make it make more sense. And so this is the format that we decided upon. And so we have different sections. It's 100 plus pages. But so yeah, I'll just scroll through really quick. There's really not much to say. It's a hard copy digital calendar, and a hard copy calendar and a digital calendar. They will be available through Starshop. We are finalizing the details. Ria and Starshop have been amazing, so thank you in advance for that. And I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I've enjoyed making it.
Thank you. Nicely put. Very exciting. It's going to be a beautiful thing. And I think that I've said to the chairs, and I've said to Sarah, I would love us to have a physical thing, a physical document that we can hold in our hand, like this magazine, and make something really useful happen with it. So I'm really, really pleased about this, very excited by it. And it's great to show, it's great to see Sarah turning ideas into action. Look how great that looks. It just looks fantastic. I even like the typeface.
Yeah. Well, again, just a really quick, just wanted to show everyone what we've been working on. So thank you.
Thank you. And I think you're right about the watermark. It does look great. That was the right call. It really does look great. It's bolder. It doesn't matter. I'm talking about something most people won't be familiar with, but it's bolder and it's better what you've done. I really think that's great. Great branding for Asgardia. Thank you. Any other business? I've covered mine. Anybody want to raise anything else today? I've got quite a lot of work to do. Got the digital sitting date to fix. I've got the ALF to fix. I've got Sarah to talk to. I've got TJ to talk with. Anything else anybody wants to raise? Okay, thank you. Brilliant. Thank you, everybody. We got to 19 today, fewer than usual. Maybe people are still celebrating Christmas and New Year. Of course, Russia is in the middle of its celebrations now. Peak week for holidays this week. And China's coming up. So thank you, everybody. Good to see you all. Keep up the great work. Sarah, we can talk anytime you want. You call me when you need to talk. And TJ, I'll give you a call later on. It'll be a few hours now because I have to get into another meeting. Thanks. Okay, so we can end the broadcast. Thanks, everybody. When we get to 9, then we'll shut the feed. Have a great rest of the time and great year coming up.